I am finally back with the Z. Took the side skirts off of it. Might have to take the front bumper off. I'm not too sure yet, but about to load this thing up on the trailer. It's a tilt deck with no winch and there's no clutch, so it's gonna be interesting.
Coming forward.
Just got the car hooked up on the trailer. All the ratchet straps are in and everything. My dad's back there helping out. Yeah, I've got about a 3-hour drive home. It's about 11 p.m. right now. So I'm gonna get it off the trailer tonight. Probably get it put on the lift and everything. And hope to get the clutch in it because I have another event on Saturday. Right now it is currently Saturday. So I got 7 days to put this car back together. See where it goes from here. Probably 30 minutes into the drive and the Z's alarm keeps going off, so I've got my girlfriend Sunny. She's on alarm duty, so she presses the unlock button and then the alarm will stop going off. It takes a couple times. The key doesn't really have all the distance, but yeah, it's another fun problem that I gotta fix when I get back. I don't know what's going on. Quick little status update. It is the next day. Got back in town probably at like 2 in the morning. Z is still on the trailer, so I'm gonna go over to the shop, unload the Z from the trailer, pull the trans out. I'm hoping the test pipes aren't gonna be too much of a challenge to get out, but I got another set if I need it too. So I will let you guys know when we pull the trans out. Probably show you guys a couple things on if you're pulling the trans yourself, and then we'll diagnose the damage. Finally got the car home, got on the lift and everything. Kind of show you guys a little bit of the damage. It'll be really hard to see, but there is your clutch fork right there. So this thing that I'm shining the flashlight on is the clutch fork. Pivot ball goes into there where I'm shining the light at, and this goes into your transmission. So you might even be able to see the clutch all the way up there, the little fingers of it, but kind of hard to get its focus. So I put this down and I grab this. This is my pivot ball. It snapped on the stud. Kind of hard to give you a visual representation, but that is what broke the car. Right here, the stud snapped. So gonna get that replaced and everything. Get a new clutch put in it. Be ready for Saturday. All right, so in order to get this transmission out, we're gonna need to do the following. First things first is you gotta get your Y pipe off the car. We're taking off the Y pipe, sitting over there. You will need, what size is this? 14, I think. Yep, 14, huge wrench like this. You'll need to get this test pipe bolt out of the bottom. First course of action is we're getting the test pipe bolts out. So one from the bottom here, 2 of them are from the top. These are probably the worst bolts to get to on a Z at all. So O2 sensor will have to come off too. That one will have to come off, and then we'll start with the bell housing bolts afterwards. All right, so I got the bottom ones out. Now we're going for the top test pipe bolts. You guys might think that I'm trolling with this extension, but you can't really see it all the way down there, maybe a little bit, but this is literally how you get the test pipes off. Is like 4 feet of extensions, swivel point, and then this big old thing right here. So there's gonna be 2 of them on each side. Try to get them off. These are usually awful. One more thing that I personally had to do on my car, I have the JWT intake on mine. I had to take my whole airbox out for the driver's side, so took the intake head off there. There's a little bracket thing that goes here to keep cold air in it too, but had to take both those out. Onto the test pipe bolts all the way down there now. One other thing that I didn't realize, so this thing right here, this is your steering shaft. I didn't even realize it, but I believe that has to come out to get to the top test pipe bolts, because I can't get anything in here that fits. See, it's a really odd angle. So I think I'd take the steering shaft out. I have no idea how to do it. I think it's just 2 bolts, but we'll see. After looking more into it, yes you do. There's that 1 bolt all the way up there. There's another one right there my ratchet's on. Finally got the extensions on the test pipe bolts. One of them at least, the other one is up there, you can kind of see it. Yeah, so the steering shaft, or whatever that thing was called, that's got to come out. Air box has to come out, and then finally you can get to these last 2 test pipe bolts. Trans is ready to come out. Drive shaft's out. 4 shifter bolts up there came out. Had to do that from the top of the car. Got the jack on here. Bell housing bolts. 4 cross member bolts. I'll be ready. As long as it doesn't tilt off.
I'm turning it down like no.
Trans is out of the car for the first time, and now you guys can actually see what happened to it. So this stud right here is where this pivot ball goes. So I got a pivot ball for an 04 350Z. They're a little bit strengthened compared to the 03s, and it snapped clean in half on the stud. I have no idea how this happened. Like I said, this is what it's supposed to look like. It snapped like on the first thread for the stud right there. So got the JWT clutch and lightweight flywheel, the upgraded 04 clutch fork, pivot ball, Torque Solutions trans mount, ISR cross member, bunch of stuff going in it. The clutch and flywheel are finally off. It was actually pretty easy. So I'll show you real quick. First things first, clutch basically sits inside of here on the pressure plate. It's gonna be 3 bolts on each side. Then you're just gonna pry it off with like a flathead or something like that. And then for the flywheel, it's gonna be these, 8 bolts on the inside here. They're kind of like a star bit. That little guy right there. It's all out. Finally time to start putting it back together. First things first, always remember to clean the flywheels. This is the uncleaned part. You see it's got all this glue residue on it. This is the part that I've cleaned. I'm gonna make 2 passes on it, just brake cleaner and a rag. I want to show one more thing. So these are the 2 different styles of clutch forks. So this is specific to an 03. CZP, Concept Z Performance, they make a upgraded one for the 04 to adapt to an 03. So this one will have a bigger pivot ball that goes into it. It'll be beefier than the last one. That will not happen again. Drive shaft is finally in, all the chassis bracing's finally in, Torque Solutions mounts on, ISR cross members in. Really the only thing I've left to do is throw the test pipes back in it, and then as well as I've got to throw that guy back together and then put my new hydraulic line in. Other than that, she is pretty much good to go. Alright, so we are now on the final steps of getting this thing ready for the track. Right now it is Thursday night. I'm going to be leaving work on Friday and then going straight out to Fargo again, that 3.5-hour drive I did last time. So don't really have much time besides tonight, hoping that everything drives fine. It pulled off the lift fine, clutch engaged good. So just draining the coolant out of it right now. Going to be filling it with distilled water and water wetter. I know it's backwards, but I can't run coolant for the track that I'm going to, unfortunately, so got to do that real quick. Also, got my fire extinguisher mounted in too. Now this thing is tech legal, so just gotta put the distilled water in, take it for a rip, and do a couple donuts, see if the clutch works. She is getting bled with the distilled water. It looks pink right now because there's some water wet in it, but get it all bled real quick. Just got done vacuum bleeding it. She's about ready to rip. I'm excited. Hopefully we can get on track this time. The joys of bleeding a 350Z. Alright, so car is actually completely done. It looks like it's actually going to make it to the event, thank God. The game plan is, so my steering wheel got a little bit off-centered, so I have to fix the steering shaft tomorrow. It's got a little bit of play in it. I kind of messed something up when it went in the car. So we're actually going to weld up the steering shaft tomorrow. Car kind of needs a new rack anyways. It's about to be toast, so it's not a huge deal. So I wanted to do just a quick review of the JWT clutch and lightweight flywheel. I'll include a couple clips of like how it sounds, things like that. So the full face clutch that I got, I'm gonna put the parts in the description too through Concept Z Performance. They were absolutely amazing to work with. They've got real people on the phone ready to answer questions for you. Super knowledgeable guy. He told me what he likes about the clutches, what he dislikes about the clutches, the flywheels, things like that. I can't remember his name, unfortunately, but he was awesome. He said he'd been working there for like 15 years. So, the clutch, first thing off. So I got the full face clutch. It's kind of like their street car clutch, with like light track use. It is absolutely stellar. That clutch is one of my favorite clutches I've ever felt. It feels just like stock. It bites super hard. It just, I want to do full face because I want it to be a drivable car. Ideally, my kind of project car in the summertime for probably like 4 or 5 months out of the year. So wanted it to be nice to drive. It's amazing. It's the feel in the pedal and the engagement point that I had set up and everything. It feels better than stock does, but it doesn't feel hardly any heavier. It's maybe 5 pounds heavier than what the stock one felt like. Feels great. The next thing would be the lightweight flywheel. So the car revs super fast now. Rev matching is amazing for the car. Now, if you are going to be dailying your Z, do not get this flywheel. It is very loud. Some people said that it sounds kind of like a cement mixer. It definitely sounds like a cement mixer. If you are not used to kind of like race car noises, I guess, you're going to think your car's broken when you install it. I thought that it was actually my input shaft on my car, but I'll include the clip right here. Not quite sure if you guys can hear that, but that is the flywheel chatter now. Okay, so now that you guys saw that clip, that's kind of how it sounds with the clutch in, the clutch out from the inside of the cabin, things like that. Feels great though, it feels phenomenal. Whenever that trans that's in the car takes a dump on me, I might go back to a heavier flywheel, go back to like an OEM style one. But the lightweight flywheel for performance wise is 10 out of 10. It's awesome. Just for a daily driver, it is very loud. And also the Torque Solutions trans mount probably doesn't help either. There's going to be a lot more NVH in the car just because it's a more solid mount than this factory one. And the factory one had 170,000 miles on it. So, other than that, I'm really pleased with the car. I love how it drives now. It's a little bit loud, but I bang music every day when I drive the car anyways, and I hardly ever have any passengers in the Z. So, not a huge deal to me. Next video that's going to be dropping is going to be the track day. I leave tomorrow for it. So, hopefully I get some good clips of it. Hopefully the car makes it back home. I don't know. everybody that watched the video. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll be back with another one Friday, 4 p.m. every single week this whole summer, dropping videos. Thanks.